And our next event on the program will now be the GNC2 main event.
Coming up next.
Motion Pro. Higher quality, better performing, longer lasting. Motion Pro cables, tools, and controls are the gold standard in racing today, taking more riders to more championships than ever before. From pro to Joe, riders in every discipline rely on Motion Pro's performance and reliability to get them to the checkered flag. When staying in front of the pack is your priority, trust the best. Trust Motion Pro. See your local dealer or check us out on the web at motionpro.com. Motion Pro. We build champions.
Really? Thread beast? Maybe I don't need to go shopping. That better?
Much better.
Alright, you ready?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is your starting lineup for the GNC2 main event. Starting at the tail end of the field, number 23Z from Modesto, California, James Monaco. Starting 17th from Chesterfield, Virginia, the number 16S, Tristan Avery. 16th starter on row number 3 from Elkhart, Indiana, the only KTM in the main event, 28J, Charlie Garenser. 15th starter. We're still on row number 3 from Salinas, California, the 11Z, Andrew Luker. The only female in the main event from Millington, Michigan, number 10J, Morgan Monroe. Starting 13th, first pick on row number 3 from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, 63A, Jesse Long. Now row number 2, also from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. He was our fast qualifier earlier today, number 15A, Cameron Smith. Starting 11th from Holly, New York, number 19B, Justin Jones. From Coatesville, Pennsylvania, number 29A, Colin Cunningham. 9th starter from Collinsville, Illinois, number 51P, Cole Zabala. 8th starter from St. Louisville, Ohio, the 23F, Jeffrey Lowry. First pick on row number 2 from Canandaigua, New York, the Charlotte winner earlier this year, the Flying Tomato, number 36B, Colby Carlisle. Now we go to the riders on the front row. From Holly, Michigan, number 20J, Ben Lau. 5th pick on the front row from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 99J, Kevin Stallings. 4th pick on the front row, the Dons Kawasaki from Whitehall, Maryland, 92S, it's Brandon Price. 3rd pick on the front row, looking to wrap up the championship here tonight from Albion, New York, number 94B, Flying Ryan Wells. Starting 2nd, 3rd generation flat tracker from Moton, Pennsylvania, the 68A, Ryan Varnes. And on the pole, ladies and gentlemen, your fast heat race winner from Pine Grove, Pennsylvania, 14A, Dalton Gauthier.
Dalton, you're the only other rider besides Ryan Wells that's mathematically still in contention for the GNC2 championship. How much are you going to be paying attention to what Ryan's doing tonight, and how much are you going to be running your own race?
No, I'm just going to be running my own race tonight, and I'm not really going to care about the points. I'm just going to do race by race this year for the end of the season, and no, try and get a good start here in this main, and put in some consistent laps and try and break away. But got to thank all my sponsors for getting me out here. Thanks.
Good luck. That's Dalton Gauthier.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to go climb on board their motorcycles. They'll give them about a lap and 3/4 to warm up their tires. Check out the racetrack. It's changed a lot since some of these guys were out here. They were in the first heat race at 6 o'clock today, Chris.
Yeah, they certainly have been, and been 2.5 hours since heat race number 1. Racetrack's gone through a series of changes. A little bit of water down. We got a different racetrack with the sun down than we had earlier.
We sure do. So we have 18 of the fastest GNC2 riders that are here with us in New York climbing on board their bikes. Again, there's 14 Hondas, 2 Kawasaki's, 1 KTM, and 1 Yamaha. That Yamaha is actually on the pole, Chris. So
Dalton Gauthier on the Yamaha had looked flawless. He's obviously going fast. He's sitting on the pole. Doesn't look like he's struggling whatsoever. this he's got a very, very smooth style, and this particular track is right up his alley. Wells, a little bit more of an aggressive rider. This track, even though it's close to home in New York, I believe favors the 14A of Dalton Gauthier at this point, and he's going to need to take advantage of that in order to keep his hopes alive for winning a championship.
Wells basically needs to get a good start and try to keep the 14A in his sights. He needs to finish. If Gauthier goes out there, leads every lap, and wins the main event, Wells has to finish, what, third or better?
Third, I think that's a 8-point difference, which brings it down to 49. So third, guarantee a third place right now, no matter what Dalton Gauthier does, wins and leads most laps. Ryan Wells is our champion, based on my calculation.
So we could have a champion crowned here today. Ryan Wells has 57 points leading this one. Wells slows down. I'm sorry, Dalton Gauthier slows down early. These guys didn't take quite full advantage, I don't think, of warming up their tires, and maybe they didn't quite want to.
Actually, what I've noticed, the lap times tend to drop as the tires get hotter. I actually think tire warmers are not an advantage based on what I see. Once they get going and the tires get a little bit of heat in them, they tend to fall off in performance, and we see the lap times get slower.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, they actually get to pick their starting spot on the line according to how they're qualifying. They're going from inside out, basically. So Carlisle goes to the inside of row number 2 because he knows he's first pick on that second row. Everybody else on row number 1, inside to out. We saw about the second or third starting spot actually appeared to be the best one.
Yeah, it has appeared to be that way, but Gauthier up on the inside, he got a great start there from his heat race, got out front. I figured he goes, I whole shot there once, I can do it again.
And you can see the second row is totally different. Carlisle takes the inside. The 23F of Jeffrey Lowry goes to the outside, and then Cameron moves to the second from the outside. So, strategy a little bit different on the second row.
Smith actually picked the spot a little bit out of turn. The 51P of Zabala wants that spot. He gets our next pick. Cameron Smith, not really his turn to pick yet.
Cameron Smith was actually supposed to be the last pick on the second row, so he's getting pushed way back. So he's trying to sneak on up there.
They're going to start pushing him to the inside.
They go in order. So the first pick on row number 2 was supposed to be the 36B, and then the 23F Jeffrey Lowry. So Lowry gets that outside spot. That's where he wanted. Now Cameron Smith pulls up on the 15A, so a little bit different than what I have on my sheet.
Same here.
They're getting it all figured out, though. We'll have 3 rows of 6, ladies and gentlemen. It's our first main event of the night. GNC2 main. It is scheduled for 16 laps around this half mile. Steve Moorhead goes to the front of the field. He's going to tell the riders how many laps. We're going to turn them loose. It's time for our first main event of the night here in Central New York. Harley-Davidson Vance and Hines Trophy Girls off the racetrack. The first yellow light is on. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our first main event of the night. First yellow, second yellow, and we're green. We are off. From the very center of the track goes your leader with the bright pink helmet. Now Gauthier on the inside. Ryan Wells in second. First and second in the points. First and second into the first corner.
A little bit of contact going into turn 1 and 2. Looks like all riders
still going.
Make their way around.
It's your points leader down the back straightaway. Ryan Wells, Dalton Gauthier. He sets his sights around the outside. Here comes the third place riders, the 99J of Stallings. Stallings goes to the high side.
Stallings going around the top side of the racetrack. He saw that work for many of the other riders. Runs out of room as they get going by him for lap 1.
All 18 bikes still going out front. It's Ryan Wells, your points leader. Gauthier in second. Side by side for third. Cunningham right there in the 4th spot. He's looking for his best finish ever.
Cunningham coming from the middle of the second row, too. Got a good start from the middle of the racetrack, like you alluded to before we got going. Great run, first lap by Colin Cunningham.
It's Wells out front, right on his tail. In hot pursuit is the 14A of Gauthier. Gauthier needs to win. Wells needs to finish in the top 3. The Serial Championship. Cunningham goes around the outside trying to take that third spot away. We got Barnes back there in 5th. He goes to the inside. Third right now is Kevin Stallings.
Well, what we're seeing early on is the 94 of Wells has a distinct advantage, always pulling out 3 or 4 bike links through turns 1 and 2. And 14A Gauthier appears to gain a good portion of that back by the time we exit turn 4 and head down the front. That lap by, a little bit better for our leader.
Wells out front trying to win his first championship. We have Gauthier in second, Stallings third, Cunningham 4th, Barnes is 5th. Here comes Gauthier at the bottom down here in turn number 2.
Yeah, he turns it hard through the middle. He realized he was losing gap, makes a little gain on our leader. figures another way around turns 1 and 2, so he doesn't see our leader, point leader, get away.
And now he looks at the bottom of the racetrack. Gautier trying to take over the lead down here in 3 and 4. It's still Wells out front. Gautier's right there, and Stallings by himself now in 3rd. Now Barnes is actually caught up to the back of Stallings, and he's bringing with him Cole Zabala. The 51P from row number 2 is up there.
Gautier goes to the bottom and turns 1 and 2, cuts off a lot of corner. Wells gets the thing straightened up, coming off at turn 2. We got a battle at the front, ladies and gentlemen.
The bright pink helmet, easy to find all the way around the racetrack. That's our points leader and leader of the race. Here comes the 14A. It's Wells at the point. Here comes Gautier looking on the inside, trying to make the pass. He knows he has to keep his championship hunt alive. He's got to win.
Yeah, he kind of pinches himself a little low going into 1. It pushes the front across that blue groove going in. Not able to get the thing turned early in the middle of the corner like the previous lap.
Brandon Price has worked his way back up to 4th. Now the 92S who started way at the front got a bad start. He's back up to 4th. Zabala now in 5th. Luker 6th. Colby Carlisle in the 7th spot.
Our championship leader doing everything he needs to do right here. Completing, he might get the most laps led here if he can lead this thing 1 lap past the halfway point.
So that's 1 more point.
That'll change things a lot. But Dalton Gautier having a little something to say about that. Gautier wants to have any chance at all. He needs to get by and dispatch our point leader immediately as we're 2 laps away from the halfway point.
It looked like Wells went a little bit wide down there in 1 and 2. That Gautier came in and showed a wheel, so now Wells is running the bottom, doing a little bit of protection. 23Z Monaco looks like he did some soil sampling. He's up and okay. Here's the battle for the lead into turn number 1. Gautier back on the bottom.
Goes back to the bottom, doesn't quite get in that deep, gets it through the middle, not able to really get a good drive. And we see the strength of the Parkinson Brothers Honda out front. Gautier has nothing for him down the straightaway. He's trying to make it all up through the turn.
So James Monaco off the racetrack. He's down now 1 lap. Battle for the lead's tight. Also deep in the field is the 29A of Cunningham. Here they come to the halfway point. Gautier shows a wheel.
Halfway flag, and Ryan Wells leads that. There's no way, even with Gautier leading this lap here, he can't lead the most laps if he goes on to victory. Not going to matter.
Wells has to finish like 4th or worse now, right?
Yeah, Wells has everything in hand. All he needs to do is follow the 14A, but you can bet he's a racer. He wants to win. He's not going to give up on getting a race win.
Well, I was trying to point out before we were battling for this battle for the lead, Varnes is back near the tail of the field, so is Cunningham, so they had some issues. So Cunningham and Varnes running 16th and 15th right now. It's Gautier, your leader. Wells in 2nd, keeping the leader right there in his sights on his Parkinson Brothers Racing. Again, the 14 out front on that DGR Motorsports Yamaha.
Gautier doing a good job, not overriding the entrance of the corners, picking his way through the middle on the lower side of the racetrack, not getting real sideways coming off the corner. Got that thing 2-wheeling pretty good. We see the 94B stepped out just a little bit off the exit of turn 4, getting a little aggressive going in. That time by, Gautier runs it up to the top, gets it turned, gets a good drive off the bottom.
Wells looked like he slid all the way into the corner, all the way high, then finally got the motorcycle turned. So it is getting slick out there. The next race is going to be really interesting too. Wells going back to the high side, said this low line ain't working for me. He's going to try something new. So it's Gautier out front, Wells in 2nd, 3rd is Stallings, 4th is Price, Cole Zabala is in 5th with 5 laps to go here in Central New York.
Yeah, 5 laps to go, and Gautier has a 5 bike link lead over our current point leader, starting to stretch it out just a little bit. Great job by our pole sitter, showing the GNC2 looks like going to be champ the way things are going right now. Ryan Wells doesn't need to chase him down. Gautier doing everything he can to win.
Just think back to Sacramento, Springfield, and Oklahoma City. Gautier only got 4 points, 2 points, and 2 points, and he had some issues on the twins. His single has been so strong this year.
He's been very solid on the singles, and Ryan Wells been able to win on the singles and the twins so far this year, but Dalton Gautier 2nd in points, stretching it out on our point leader.
Into 3 they go. It's Gautier, your leader, number 14A. 2nd is Ryan Wells. 3rd, Stallings. 4th is Price. Cameron Smith now worked his way up to 5th as they're catching up to Monaco, about to go a lap down.
Monaco about to go a lap down here with 3 laps to go for our leader, Dalton Gautier, doing a fantastic job stretching it out. Wells appears to be saying, all right, you can go win it. I'm just going to settle here for 2nd. He's hoping that he doesn't come under attack from Kevin Stallings. got about a 1.6 second gap over third. He should be okay.
Kevin Clark, our flagman, pulls out the green and the white, holds them straight up and down. That means 2 laps to go around this Rolling Wheels Raceway Park. It's Gautier still at the front, Wells in second. This one is Gautier's race to lose, but it's going to be Wells' championship to win if they can hang on for just 2 more laps.
Very impressive ride by Dalton Gautier. Looks very smooth, doesn't look overly aggressive. This is the type of racetrack right now with the lap times they're running. You got to take what the track will give you. You get a little greedy, you're going to pay the price.
White flag out for your leader. 14A picks up 1 more lap to go. Smooth sailing for the Yamaha out front. It's Gautier from Pine Grove, Pennsylvania, trying to win the race. Ryan Wells trying to win the championship. He knows he needs to finish this lap on 2 wheels, and he will be the 2016 champion. And it looks like he is on cruise control down the back straightaway. It looks like Zabala slipped off. He's down back the end of the 7th spot, so tough break for him. Final corner. Here comes your race winner from Pine Grove, Pennsylvania, 14A. Dalton Gautier wins here in New York at Rolling Wheels Raceway Park. And he knew it. He goes by there slow. And there's Ryan Wells, your new 2016 champion. Stallings with a 3rd place finish. Lowry will get 4th. Brandon Price will be 5th. And the rest of them are coming across the line all over the place. Wow. What a race. Yeah, absolutely. Morgan Moreau just now picking up the checkered flag back there deep in the field. So, again, your winner, 14A, Dalton Gautier. The win is by 1.6 seconds, and your new 2016 champion, 94B, Ryan Wells. Kevin Stallings gets on the podium here, the 99J. Brandon Price will get 4th, and 5th is Cameron Smith. 6th is Jeffrey Lowry. Cole Zabala scored 7th. Andrew Luker 8th. Justin Jones 9th. And Colby Carlisle, the Flying Tomato, will be credited with 10th place. 11th is Jesse Long. 12th is Tristan Avery. 13th is Lau. 14th is Varnes. Colin Cunningham was run up front. He scores back in 15th. Morgan Moreau 16th. Charlie Garenser and James Monaco 1 lap down as he went down, picked himself up and kept going. Gautier is going to go pick up somebody, take him for a victory lap, and Kim Coon's going to be down there in the infield getting all of our top 3 finishers wrangled up, and we'll talk to those folks in just a second. We'll take a look at the replay. I'm sorry, Chris. We'll take a look at the replay of the pass for the lead. Gautier on the inside. Chris, tell us what happened.
Well, Gautier gets into 1 behind Wells. Wells goes a little wide, having a little trouble there, rear end stepping around. Wells looks over. Gautier drives by on the inside, and it was smooth sailing from that point on.
We'll look at the finish coming off of turn number 4, and there's Gautier all by himself. He knew he had it. Wells takes home the championship. And now let's go trackside with our 3rd place finisher with Kim Coon.
Thanks, Scotty. That'd be Kevin Stallings. Kevin, what a great race. A 3rd place finish here. Describe your night.
Yeah, I started off good, qualified first. Got a bad start in the heat, which I'm back in the back. I think people from the 2nd row passed me, but managed to get back up, get a 2nd, which put me on the front row in the main, and got a decent start. Found my line that I liked, and just rode it the whole race. Ryan and Dalton got away from me a little bit, but started to catch them at the end.
Congratulations, Kevin Stallings, the 3rd place finish. Now we're going to catch up with our 2nd place finisher, Ryan Wells. Ryan getting some congratulations from his team, his family, his friends down here. We're going to catch up with him. Ryan. Man, what a race for you. We know you get some hardware. We're going to give that to you a little bit later in the race, but let's talk about what happened on the track right now. You had the lead. You gave it up to Dalton. What more did you need?
Yeah, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I did not want to give that to him, but it just came down to it. I was running good up front, and then when I seen him pass me and he kind of left me a little bit, I was like, man, he's got it better than me, and I wasn't going to crash and throw this championship away. So that means way more to me in the end, and I've been trying to get that thing for so long now, so sure wasn't going to toss it away over getting a 2nd here. So I'm just unbelievably excited. I can't thank these guys enough for just everything they've done for me, and all you guys for coming out. Packed crowd in New York. Can't express that enough. So yeah, woo!
Congratulations, a podium finish for Ryan Wells. We will talk to you a little bit later because we got something special for you.
Super excited. Ryan Wells, again, 2nd on the box is not what he wanted, but it is because he picks up the championship. Most of his family is here he's just a little over an hour away down the road in Albion, New York, an hour and a half away. So I believe Kim's already ready with tonight's winner.
Yeah, Scotty, that would be Dalton Gautier. Dalton, man, what a race. You had Ryan in your sights. You finally passed him. What was the key to taking home the checkers?
I knew I needed to get off to a good start. And no, Ryan got the whole shot on me, and I knew I just needed to stay with him the whole race, and I could make my move. And my dad got the bike working amazing, and it was getting better and better and better as the race went on. And I ended up passing Ryan we had a nice little battle going on. And no, I just saved myself for the end of the race, and that's what I need to do. And can't thank all my sponsors for getting me out here: Stenson Logistics, Rye Helmets, Flat Track Live, Spectra Oils, Racing Unlimited, 13 Rebels, Lonesome Losers, Evans Coolant, Light Shoe, just everybody, my dad, my buddy Jesse, Don, thanks for helping me out, man.
Congratulations, that's Dalton Gauthier taking home the win tonight in GNC2 class.
Great main event finish and good battle for the lead between the two. The 2 points contenders went all the way down to the end. And now we're going to bring up Ron Montasser for the Director of Sales from Dunlop Tires to present our awards to our podium finishers. Try to get all of our podium finishers up there first. So try to get Wells, and there's Kevin Stallings, the 99J. And now Rob Montasser, the Director of Sales from Dunlop, will present our awards to the top 3 finishers. What a great race, Chris Carr. Congratulations to our podium finishers. Gauthier, like you said, ran a flawless race, did what he had to do, went out there, won the race, set fast time. Just wasn't enough.
As did our champion, the 94B, Ryan Wells. Obviously wanting to win here in his home state, but the next best thing is a chance to collect on a lifelong dream.
All right, I believe Kim Coon's ready down there beside the podium for some more awards. Kim?
That's right, Scotty. We're going to give away the Thread Beast Award to Colby Carlisle, who has the best dressed leathers. Thread Beast on the track, Beast Mode off the track. So you're getting a 3-month subscription to Thread Beast. How does it feel?
I can't thank Moto Gear and Arai Helmets enough for getting me the kit to win this award. I think I look decent. My leathers and helmet match good, and the hair flowing out the back helps a little bit.
Nice job, Colby. Again, Thread Beast giving him 3-month subscription for being a beast on the track and off the track.
Beast Mode, the Flying Tomato, Colby Carlisle. Didn't have the finish what he wanted, but he picked up a 3-month subscription from Thread Beast, and that's a cool, clothing. Man, it's pretty cool. The fans at home, you can use this promo code right here. Enter GNC2 Beast Mode NY for 35% off your first package, and it's a month of clothing. It's not like a subscription to a magazine or anything like that, but it's pretty cool. So if you're watching at home right now,
yeah, he actually got 3 months there, so pretty impressive in him, and a consolation for the 36B of Carlisle. Even though he didn't have a finish he wanted, he does move into third in points ahead of Jameson Minor, but Carlisle taking over the third position and followed closely behind by the 99J, Kevin Stallings, moving into fourth in points with 122.
So we have a good battle still heating up for third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and on back here in this GNC2 class. A great race in here. We have one more race to go here tonight. In just a moment, we're going to give the #1 plate away because that's what everybody races for all season long. Joe Bromley's here with the American Motorcyclists Association. The top 3 riders are still on the podium. Congratulations to Dalton Gauthier, Ryan Wells, and how about Kevin Stallings, the little guy in his rookie season, finishing up there on the podium. Here comes the Fly Insider. These guys aren't old enough to have champagne yet, right?
I don't think so. Certainly Stallings isn't.
Little young guys right there. There you go. So coming up in just a second, we'll have our #1 presentation. Right now, your point standings look like this. Again, Wells is our champion. Gauthier, he's pretty secure in the 2 spot. Third spot now is Colby Carlisle with 124 points. Kevin Stallings is fourth in the points with 122. Fifth in the points now is Brandon Price with 119. You already had all that written down beside me because you keep track of the points. You know those more than anybody.
Well, I've always counted the points in my head, and I figured while Kim was talking, I'd add it up here.
You had it all written down. So now check this out, Chris. We've had 53 different riders make main events here in the GNC2 class. That is a pretty impressive field.
Very impressive. It goes to show, this is a national championship, 53 riders. It's all coming from different parts of the country. A lot of great talent in the GNC2 class, and looking forward to seeing some of these riders move up to the Twins class in the near future, and giving it a go at guys like Brian Smith and Jared Mees.
All right, let's go to Kim Kuhn one more time with our 2016 champion.
That would be Ryan Wells. We talked to Ryan about the race. We want to talk to him about the championship. Ryan, I know you've been chasing this thing for quite a few years. You finally did it. What did your team hit on this year that was maybe different than other years?
Just a new team, great people, just guys that want to win at the races. You know, we want to win and we want to have fun. And to get 3 races this season, 4th would have been cool. But, man, this championship is not going to get old, and I'm beyond excited. And just can't thank those guys enough. Gordy Chopre, also back at home. Yeah, Craig Parkinson, Justin, always at the races. My mom and dad are here. Gordy and Joan Chopre, Ramspur Winery. Man, Fat Guys Racing, Newman Motorsports. He came out and watched the race. Brian Smith for training me back home. I moved to Michigan this summer to train and prepare. And, yeah, so just, man, it all paid off. What? That's Ramspur Winery. Yeah, Ramspur Winery, Terry Otten. Thank you guys enough. Bell, Engine Ice, Pilot Leathers. I'm just too excited. Thank you guys so much. It's been 5 years. Took a little longer than we wanted, but me and Parkinson Brothers Racing, man, we wanted this thing, so I can't thank them enough and can't thank everybody else enough that helped me and get me here, and I'm stoked.
We've got a special guest to bring you the #1 plate. I'd like to welcome to the stage Joe Bromley, Racing Program Director for American Motorcycle Association. If you'll join us up here to give Ryan a special gift.
Real special. Well, Ryan, on behalf of the American Motorcycle Association, we really want to congratulate you and your team, Parkinson Brothers. You did a great job this year. You notched out 3 race wins, very consistent, always up on the box. We still got 2 races to go here with AMA Pro Racing, but you accumulated the points to clinch the championship here tonight in your home state of New York. So on behalf of the American Motorcycle Association, it gives me a great honor to present you the AMA GNC2 #1 plate. Congratulations to you and your team. Once again, great job. I'll turn it back.
All right, congratulations to Flying Ryan Wells, the entire Parkinson Brothers team, picking up the championship. We talked to him earlier. Actually, Thunder caught up with him earlier, said they've won 3 in the last few years, add a 4th one here tonight.
Yeah, 4 out of the last 5 years for the Parkinson Brothers racing team, and I know Ryan Wells is going to savor this moment, being able to hold up a #1 plate for the first time in your professional career. That's something that you could certainly want to get used to.
Absolutely. So we'll see if he'll make that transition next year up to the GNC1 class or the Twins class. We'll have to see what happens, or he'll stick around and try to defend that title in the singles.
Yeah, lot remains to be seen going into the 2017 season. Some of these riders, sounds like they're probably going to have some options to go to Twins or stay in singles, and we'll see.
All right, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, well, the starting lineup for the main event